The trees are what they call mycorrhized, so we get the tree and the root and we dip it in like a truffle, almost like a truffle sauce, and that basically infects the roots of the tree with the little mycorrhiza, the truffle mycorrhiza, and then we plant them and hopefully in 5 years' time we get truffles. So this tree, we've just got a truffle out of that. We may or may not get one for the rest of the season, and that may stop producing after a couple of years, or it may produce every year from here on in. We don't know. Now, have a look at this tree. You can see it's sort of a bit, and this one too, the growth underneath is it's starting to die off. And what the mycorrhiza does is it forms what they call a brulee, and that's around the base of the tree. Nothing else grows, and that gives you an indication that you've got the right mycorrhiza, but you may not get any truffles. So you've got the preconditions, but not. You don't know whether or not you're going to get anything from that.
Sunny, where is it? Get it. Leave, Sunny, leave. Good girl. Good girl. Where is it, Izzy? Wait. Good girl, wait.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Go, Hans, go.
A knife?
Wait,
Oh,
Sunny.
no,
Sunny, wait.
That's a good way of keeping it.
We'll just get the loose dirt out.
Nah, we haven't been here yet.
That's it.
The winner.
You got it. Wait. Wait.
Yeah.
Good girl. I'll have that, thank you.
Yeah, we're just taking this out of the ground. It's a nice shape, nice and round. Sometimes we find they get sort of crushed under the roots and that type of thing. That's a nice little truffle, that one. That would be a nice one in a restaurant. A nice little shape and nice aroma as well, nice bouquet.
But you see it's different here because this is all man-structured, whereas if you're in France or Italy,
You're not liming.
it's just natural. It's like going out into the bush there.
It's lined.
Yeah. But you're going out into the bush and it's just wild.
Yeah.
And you know, you're just picking them up
ancient.
wild. Yeah, oh, just, I mean, thousands and thousands of years old. I think they've been using truffle. Which I think it is. Whoa, shizen. You don't want to be filming that bit. Uh-oh, crispy on the outside, soft and in the middle. Wow, shite. Bit hot down there, I think.
That's the cooler end.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. We don't mind a bit of charcoal chicken. Just little bulbs of garlic that we're just cooked over the hot coals. And then we're going to squeeze the garlic out and just mix it with a bit of olive oil. And I'm going to use that for dipping the bread in. We've got chicken stock, and this is going to be the hot stock which we use to make the truffle risotto. The reason we use a hot stock is that because it's hot, it gets the cooking process starting quick so that then the rice starts to absorb that stock, so rather than using cold liquid. Maybe turn them that way. There we go. And that's what you call a chicken kebab.
Oh, you can smell it. Yep.
So strong.
So, I mean, this is because the rice is porous, the egg's porous. So the eggs are just there to show you.
Flavour in.
There's 26 grams, so that's basically about it. Do a little camp demonstration over the hot coals. I'm sweating down the onions, the garlic, a bit of thyme, adding in the truffle rice, a bit of hot stock, and finish it off with some butter and parmesan. And we're going to serve it with the roast chicken. What we've got here, chopped up onions, or shallots. And we're just sweating these down, a little bit of oil. And I'm just going to soften these up a bit. Let's see. And once they start softening, I'm going to add in a bit of garlic that's just been crushed. This is raw garlic. The reason I don't put it in too soon is because of the high sugar content in this, and what will happen is it'll actually start burning very quickly. So we need to get these onions softened down a bit first before we add this in. So it's coming pretty close, and we'll be quite generous. That's probably about 2 cloves worth. It's been crushed. So what we're doing now is we're just throwing in a few little sprigs of thyme and just ripping them off the stalk. And this is going to be a bit of a flavour enhancer, which will marry well with the truffle. And these stalks that we have left over here, rather than throwing them away, just put them into actual liquid, and that'll just infuse a bit more flavour in there. I mean, there's nothing better. I mean, as a chefs, we're stuck in the kitchen all day, every day. When you have an opportunity like this to come outside, build yourself a little fire pit, throw a few chickens on it, put your little grate over. It's just a brilliant feeling, getting that smoke in your eyes, turning bright red, burning your knees. But you know, this is what it's all about. And it's a bit of a challenge for us because obviously we can't control this like a gas flame where, you know, turn the knob. This is just where it is. So we'll control this either by pulling back and forth. So it's a great experience. Now, my thumb rule is when I'm doing that one about is usually, and what we're doing is with this rice, again, like we said about the stock, hot so that the cooking process is going straight away and quick, is that we're going to get some heat into this rice, and that's actually going to start the process in the rice to open itself up, burst itself, so that when we do add this hot stock, that the rice is going to start absorbing it and cooking. And what we're actually using today, there's a couple of varietals of rice that we use mainly for risotto is an arborio, which is probably the general used rice, but this one is called a carnioli, which is has a bit more of a bite to it, so it holds its shape a bit more, so and won't go so gluggy in the end, hopefully. As you've noticed in the rice, I've got some eggs here. Because the truffle is so pungent, it loses 3% of its weight per day, and you want to make the most of the moisture coming out of this. So, you know, not only are we infusing the rice with it, but we've thrown some eggs in as well, and these eggs are supping up all that aroma from the truffle. So, and this we'll use at a later date where we can either coddle them, poach them, simply scramble them on a nice croissant in the morning. Beautiful. You know, it's just a way of utilising all the fresh aroma from the truffle. I mean, the truffle itself, it's a once a year opportunity to actually gather these truffles from the ground. It's a real earthy flavour. I mean, the closest to it in the smell, you could say, is digging up a fresh beetroot, say, but it's just, you know, it's the king of foods. You know, we talk about lobster and salmon and all that, but you know, the truffle itself, I mean, from its humble beginnings in the ground, is you know, and to find it, dig it up, you know, with a pig or the dog, and you know, and get it in your hand like this, brush it off, and use it. I mean, because it's so strong and pungent. I mean, these truffles are, I mean, literally, you know, not even an hour old. So, you know, once we shave that, the freshness of it is just fantastic, and it's a flavour enhancer, but it speaks for itself. I think we'll use this one. Very hot. We've got the chooks on the pole here, which we've had over the hot coals. As you can see, now been branded, officially truffle branded for the Canyon Lee. So I've got the cloth out here, making sure that I'm not going to brand myself again. What I did was the legs, rather than being open like that, and so you've got the tips of the breast like this, and then you've got your legs like that. If you pick your two legs closer to the tip of the breast and tie it there, that then becomes the same thickness as the back of the breast. So when you're roasting, it stops that tip of the breast becoming overcooked and dry. Bit of heat going in there now. Let's see.
Not as yellow as it was last time.
Yellow. This is Parmesan cheese. Wait. Just microplane that in. That's making it really fine. And this is going to give it a nice creamier texture. And then we're going to finish it off with some butter. Okay. So I'll chop these chickens so they're ready to go, and then finish up the risotto, and then we'll shave up this truffle. You see what I've done inside the chickens for a roasted. I just had some sage, bit of thyme, bit of garlic just cut in half, and half a lemon. So basically that was the stuffing inside, and a bit of salt and pepper. It's just to infuse the bit more flavour into the chicken.